Yeah, Nick, I slept for about 45 minutes. 45 minutes or so. That's why people are like, oh shit, is he tweaking? Back in the day, I'd stay up for 2-3 days. And some of my good friends had meth problems. I don't judge. But unfortunately, by association, many people assumed that I was tweaking. I never tweak. I don't got good things to say about tweakers. You know what I think it is too with Corona? My mind has reverted to a place. Yeah. I mean, I think you could still be in a position to judge. Because despite the similarities in chemical composition, in the end, if you are a patient and you're being actively prescribed under the supervision of a medical professional specializing in that field of medicine to a certain extent, you reach a level of stability that a meth head's never gonna have, because they're always looking for the next fucking bag. You know what I mean? That has a lot of the erratic behaviors. All you will find with tweakers and not Adderall users include things such as, oh, I'm gonna smoke meth for like 4 hours continuously and give myself a fucking near heart attack, or I'm gonna smoke my whole bag, or I'm gonna get a big bag and then smoke the whole bag over the course of like 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, 5 days, 6 days. Ain't none of that the same with Adderall. And then the other thing too is, tweaker friend of mine once asked, oh hey, is it the same? Because he was trying to do replacement therapy. He wanted to leave the lifestyle behind, but he was hooked, and so he wanted to try, and then he tried, but he had blown all the receptors out of his brain with meth, because dude, meth is so neurotoxic and cardiotoxic for that matter. But so then when he tried the Adderall after decades of abusing meth, it was essentially a placebo. Didn't do a fucking thing for him. You know, he just ate a whole shitload, nothing. Which is unfortunate. I never met a single person on Adderall that ate a bunch of Adderall and then hid in the fucking bushes and jumped and dived headfirst into the bushes when cars rolled by. But every single day of my life, I see tweakers jumping out of bushes. You talking like the California cocktail, 10 milligrams of hydrocodone, 350 milligrams of carisprotal? What were some of your favorite mixtures besides everything at once? And how many of what would you take to get up to 60 a day? That's quite a bit. You take all that in one day? A lot of that shit, it does like the same thing as the other, so... Like, for example, if you have a Xanax, you could throw the Valium away. Or if you have a Xanax, you don't need the Klonopin. Or if it's not that crazy of a day, you could just take the Ativan But if you took Xanax and Valium and Klonopin and Ativan all in the same day, or I'm just saying me, from a position of tolerance that is non-existent at this point, that would put me out for like 4 or 5 days. And I probably wouldn't fucking sleep for 4 or 5 days after that. Now, if I took all that and any of the opiates, that would just probably make me stop breathing. But then, on top of all those benzos, you took hydro and oxy, codone, and oxymorphone, all on top of morphine. I'm assuming the extended release oral morphine. I've heard of some doctors doing that, but I've never heard of a doctor mixing. I'm assuming this is several different doctors. I can't believe that one doctor would put out that many opiates and that many benzos in the same script. That's insanity, bro. The Concerta is a moot point. The Adderall, goddamn, dude, is like a fucking shopping list for like every fucking valuable inside the safe. The Ritalin, and the Soma, good God, and the Flexerol. I hate Flexerol. That shit sucks. Oh, I thought you were prescribed all this. Okay, yeah, that makes more sense. So, like 60 a day though, when you would take 60 a day, what was the majority of those 60? Yeah, I'm really into chemistry and do business with laboratories. Well, did that work? Because medically, that should at least temporarily hold tolerances a bit longer. But cocktailing all that shit just seems like a persistent haze. If I get more than a milligram of any benzo in me, I don't remember, like, the fucking 12 hours leading up to the point where I go to sleep. So more or less instant blackout. So what was your exit strategy? Because most people going that hard end up on the horse. And what did they do to stabilize you? Just a rapid taper of morphine? That's a hell of a withdrawal. 3.5 months. Oh. Yeah, people have no idea how difficult it is to kick benzos. They just aren't informed. Benzos are going to be the next big batch of pharmaceutical industry lawsuits. It's going to really start clamping down on the shit like they did to the opiates. Because, you know, that shit should never, ever, except in the rarest of cases, be prescribed for more than 14 days of use. And most people I know that are on benzos have been prescribed it for years, and the doctor's never going to cut them off. That definitely sounds like that caters to you more than a rehab would. I'm not a fan of rehab. I think it's fucking bullshit for lots of reasons. First and foremost, the centerpiece, the AA 12-step program bullshit. And secondly, because it's a predatory industry just full of fucking hucksters, snake oil salesmen, straight up unlicensed, have no business being in the business, running a motherfucking expensive property on the cliffs at Malibu, charging more than a luxury home for a fucking 30-day stay for 50 grand up in here. You're gonna pet a motherfucking horse like that's gonna do anything. Now, I will say, I have seen a successful rehab. Me and my homie were at the casino, at Commerce Casino, or was it Hawaiian Gardens? I think it was Hawaiian Gardens. I can't remember. Anyways, my friend is Korean, and his family is first generation in America, and they busted their ass once they got to this country in order to, you know, just make their way. It's a common story. So basically, his household was super strict, and his dad wasn't going to tolerate any fucking bullshit, especially like what went down that night at Hawaiian Gardens. I think my friend wanted to buy some meth, and he purchased what he believed to be some meth. But it turns out it wasn't meth, because within moments of him smoking that shit, he had gone outside and tore his shirt off and walked down the street and just smashed every fucking window that he came across with his fucking knuckles, bloodied him up, bloodied his arms up, until finally police showed up. And he was going nuts, and instead of shooting him, instead of arresting him, they wrangled him into the vehicle where they put psychiatric care shortly thereafter. When his parents found out, his dad was fucking furious, and more or less made it known that he was never going to speak with him again. And my friend was already out on his own, so it's not like he needed financial assistance or anything, but just losing that much respect from his father so suddenly required him to complete a court-ordered rehab and get back on the straight and narrow. And his dad didn't want him to have it easy in a rehab, so my homie ended up on fucking Skid Row in a rehab, and I went and visited him there. Dude, that was the most heavy fucking rehab I've ever fucking seen. Like, from jump, everyone there looks like a bum, and they have these rules. They don't want anyone flexing drip on nobody, so no one's even allowed to wear their own clothes. The only clothes they're allowed to wear is shit that was donated. And then they all got housework jobs, and the problem is my friend was, you know, still had a chance of having a life, but everyone up in there, man, they're burnt out and they're done. So it's not like you can't just entirely discard them as people. You could, but there's no humanity in that. And then if you do try to get involved with them, they either got a crazy life story of decades of abuse, it's a sob story I don't want to hear, or they got you know, time to try to find new connections, which is self-defeating. And the shit was super strict. They basically used him like a slave when they were there. I think that was the point of the program, to teach discipline and to, you know, drill into your head that you have to be accountable for so much shit other than just getting all fucked up. And, you know, he completed that program. Oh, his blood report came back for PCP that night, so he got PCP in place of meth. Not a good night. And, you know, at the time he smokes a lot of meth, so he took all that PCP and smoked it up real fat because he thought it was meth. So I think he just got completely blasted away off that shit. So he completed that rehab, and to be perfectly honest, I don't think it really did a goddamn thing for him. He still behaved the same way. You know, he had his life together, but the court and his family demanded this retarded rehab. I got another story I could tell you about a guy who basically had his life completely fucked over because people were trying to help, quote unquote, and forced him to a rehab that they spent 50 grand on. And he hasn't been the same since, because 50 grand would have put his life on a totally different path career-wise. And instead they blew it on this rehab. He hates everybody that was involved in that shit. Yeah, there's some good PCP analogs out there that are pretty mellow, but, you know, the OG is pretty psychotic. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's like a sliding scale. I can look at some people and, you know, they're just full-blown piece of fucking shit, degenerate junkie, use all day, every day. That's the only thing that fucking matters. That's what they put all their effort into. But then anything below that, I think, is various degrees of manageable. Even if somebody is dysfunctional. Yeah, I'd say right under, the next step under would be dysfunctional addict. And then right under there, there's all sorts of functional addicts. And then under that, you're talking about users who aren't even addicted to any substance at all, who are just recreational users. You know, I'm giving most of them a pass just from jump. But as soon as you come in contact with these programs, they talk to you like, oh, you're a piece of shit because you use, you're a fucking loser. You're going to continue to be a fucking loser the rest of your fucking life because even if you stop today, you're still going to be a fucking loser addict for life and there's nothing you can do about it. And by the way, get down on your fucking knees because God is mightier than you. And you got God in your life. And you can admit that you're a fucking piece of shit loser for life, then maybe you'll get better. And this is the only way. And if you don't do it, fuck you. Hate that shit. You know what I mean? Like, what if someone wants to pop some pills? What if somebody wants to get lit? Who is society to judge? Now I'm starting to sound like Dread Pirate Roberts. You know, people involved in that, I think they're just susceptible to cult-like mentality. Those programs in themselves are cults. The organization is cult. The leadership is cult. The state hand in it is cult. All that shit. Yeah, I just could never really get into that because the price tag was ridiculous. And it's outrageous now. But considering that there's like, you know, $5 of codeine in it, it's hard sell. I mean, it's a luxury item at that point, you know? No different than sipping on fucking $200 bottle of whiskey, you know what I mean? It's very much ingrained in the culture. Yeah, I've had a few bottles of lean, but they're not like, I can't get a buzz off codeine. It's way too weak. Well, then what? Activists jumped out of the game? Did any other generic manufacturers jump ship off that as well? Oh yeah, I knew some people that had a really successful business with that going on for a while. And it's just the speed that price shot up so quickly was something else, man. Okay, so what's left now? Damn. I didn't realize it was that many. I thought just one or two manufacturers jumped off. Huh. Oh, okay, Qualitas. Word? Well, it's just gonna get more and more expensive, bro. The doctor's gonna be prescribing motherfuckers Robitussin. I don't know. Let me know if he has anything hype going on, because I'm not too keen on Attila's abuse streams. I'd rather sit it out. You know what I'm saying? Well, what's the fucking point if it's still got coding in it? Got his ass kicked in jail and he can't come within 200 feet of Jules' apartment? Is that what you're saying? No red orbs. Blue orbs. But no red orbs. I guess it's yellow orbs. Level up, baby. Y'all can't fuck with this. Wait, I don't understand. You're saying the neighbor beat his ass before he got arrested? My understanding was that that camera was cut, but audio was playing, and that went on until Attila ended the stream when the police got there. But then you're saying he instead stripped naked and fought the neighbor and got his ass beat? Is that what I'm hearing? Okay, so he finally can't be around her, right? He's either gonna immediately get arrested for violating that, or the relationship's finally done. Try using a bomb. Fuck them up. Fuck that fool up. Listen, Attila's a fucking dipshit, right? He's gonna violate the goddamn order. And I'm glad that someone beat the shit out of Attila. If I was his fucking neighbor, I would've beat the shit out of that motherfucker day one. What a fucking asshole. Holy shit. What's up, faithless follower? And let me tell you another thing. When this dude ends up in jail before he is deported, he's gonna get all right, this is the live streamer game. This is a game about a girl who wants to go live stream at a haunted hotel. And bad things happen to her. Why is it taking so goddamn long to load? Hurry up! Yeah, if he thinks that that's bad, when people find out he beat up his wife and he's in the jail, they're gonna make him the wife and they're gonna beat him up. Real wifing hours. He's gonna try to talk about how he's the president of IP2. He's gonna drop an N-bomb. No, could you imagine that? He's all fucked up in the jail. He looks around. There's many men of color. And he starts dropping N-bombs. And as soon as he gets the first syllable out of his mouth, a 500-pound, 6'4" African American cracks his jaw. And the jaw pops off of his fucking skull. And then everybody starts stomping him out. A leisure hotel. You know what? We're gonna need to turn the fucking text up fast. I'm not listening to all this shit. I hope you guys can read quickly. Back when it was still in business, it looked like a garden, and this used to be a good place, but now it is a piece of shit, and nobody cares. And his daughter did a double suicide. Hotel was shut down, but they never destroyed it. And people who come here are haunted and die. So the owner's ghost is supposed to be in here, and he's cursing everybody that shows up, especially on the 3rd floor. Might be the owner on the 3rd floor. So I'm a live streamer, and I'm gonna stream inside this hotel, and I'm gonna die for your entertainment. I'm out here putting my life on the line. My name's OG Nana Sakurai. Did you just throw a beer at me? Okay, we're going straight to the 3rd floor, where the ghost is supposed to be. Oh, she brought her poo nanny friends. Dude, forget the ghost. They should all just start diking out and stream that. You get more viewers. Why is she so scared? She's mad that they're not doing good frame. She's pissed off that her friends are doing EBZ angles because they're scared of ghosts. Look, she wants her subscriber count to go through the roof so they can get record profits. So she needs her friends to get in line and do the goddamn live stream properly. She thinks she's gonna be a trending streamer, but these two bitches need to act up. She's gonna go in all abandoned places to stream. She wants 1 million subscribers, but she has 10,000, just like Playmate Tessie had before her channel was terminated. Oh, she fronted like there was a ghost there. Yo, this is way too much text. I'm trying to find the fucking ghosts. Yo, I can't skip this shit. Oh my god. Wait a minute. Is this a graphic novel? Oh, maybe not. I'm gonna start recapping one day soon. My recaps are gonna have nothing but Attila's recaps. I'm gonna recap Attila's recaps of himself. She said that's what it means to be a streamer. Oh, a pig! Uh-oh, her friends are gone. Turned into ghost. They ditched her ass. So I'm gonna go stream without them. When your light shines on something, you can investigate. Okay. The electricity isn't working. There's a pig. Oh, I'm streaming this right now. Pig. This is biting Five Nights at Freddy's, and it's stupid because mascots aren't scary. They're fucking dumb. They're for babies. She don't got no items. The fuck? This bitch confused. Friends ditched her. Ghost took her. Uh-oh. Ghost on the phone. You know, stop speeding. For as much as he gets himself into, I have so little to criticize about his character. I mean, there's things to criticize, but it's nothing like Attila. It's nothing but negative criticism. Oh, they got callers? Should I call in? Oh, you're talking about in the game. Yeah. She got callers. Oh, the homegirl's trying to call while I'm trying to stream. What the fuck, bitch? Moshi moshi? Asusa-chan? Thank goodness you picked up. The ghost got us. Thank God. It's a creepy mascot costume. Well, she got ditched. There's a bug on her. Oh shit. She's getting stream sniped by the mascot.
あずさちゃんねえじゃあちょっとでも落ち着いてあずさちゃん
Ah! Scary pig! Ah! Oh, the pig ate her. Game over. Oh, oh. Oh. Gee, I don't know, you stupid bitch. Why don't you take the fuck off? The door was unlocked. Delete mode? What the hell does that mean? Delete mode. Load mode. He saw me go in! That was stupid. He straight up saw me go in there. She's scared. She's scared. That's like Speedy in the dumpster. Oh, got another caller.
電話何だったの着ぐるみとにかくこの部屋を出ても
Door is locked.
そんな他に行って何か
Okay. Door is locked. Plastic cover, and you can't turn the key. Oh, I guess I need screwdriver. Oh, it fell. Hanger. There we go. TV? Is this TV? Oh yeah, no electricity. I forgot. There we go. Whoa. What the fuck? Hair? Oh yeah, as in he is on expired visa and needs to get the fuck out of the country. What the fuck? Touch your pussy. You can get your hands on an item to cut this hair with your right hand. What could I cut this hair with? I have no idea what to cut the hair with. I'm looking around. I don't see anything sharp. Use this item, motherfucker. Oh, it says no. Oh, I made her tits bounce. You can't breathe. Bouncy titties. Squeezing tighter. Shoe? Can't do anything with feet. Uh-oh, she's about to die. She can only use her right hand. Yeah, just straight up. This is the first item I got. What the fuck's supposed to cut this hair? You sure it's not pussy? Come. Dude, take the panties off. You're dying, so show me it. You can't breathe. Oh, that's sad. Oh, nice titties though. It tickles. Yeah, I don't know. This is like a slow death for this girl. It doesn't have any hints of anything. Oh, she squirted a little bit. Damn. I have to come back to this one. Good game. Now this I played a little bit of yesterday. I thought it was pretty hype. The entire idea of the game is just to ruin everybody's good time. like a bonus stage, so this isn't the normal game. Ruin Life Crew 2021, bitches. We're gonna ruin your office workplace. Look at these fucking graphics. Better than Cyberpunk 2077 for sure. RTX is on. Oh. Is that supposed to be like The Office? I ruined your computer. Who else needs it? Well, make me electrocute you. Hot coffee for everybody. Am I intern now? Got your fucking coffee right here, buddy. I don't know. I think he's just hanging out before he's kicked out of the country, right? Here we go. Fuck this office, yo. Yeah, I'm telling you, dude, either through the audience's request or Speedy or his own mind, I really think he's going to violate that fucking restraining order. I'm sure he does want to move back in with Geezer, try to go on the lam with his boyfriend. The cloud was shooting out straight up gasoline, burnt that whole shit down. Where's the weatherman? Need to ruin his life. Where is he? Hey! Don't fucking boo at me. I'll beat this game's ass. Okay, fuck those other objectives. I'll just stay on top of this guy. What a shitbag. What? What a fucking idiot. Hold up. Trying to get a hold of this asshole. He's not picking up.
Connect the goddamn call. Okay. Can't get a hold of him. One more time.
Please press 5 to connect the call.
What? This is weird. I never heard this before. Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, Speedy is one step ahead of the ball. Well, looks like I'm already lost there. So, pretty soon, I'm gonna have to take a request, Nick. Alt frequencies. Let's see what this is all about. Oh, that's some bullshit. You need your goddamn power. What is this, Texas? Read content warning. I don't think so. This game's got content
Hello,
warning
listener.
like a trigger
Thank
warning.
you for acquiring this radio system. We are going to calibrate your device. If you've already calibrated your device, you can press the fast forward button to skip it. Otherwise, just wait a few more seconds. Great. Now, if any time during calibration you want to pause, you can. Let's try it out. Press the menu button to pause and open the menu. So, with this radio system, you can navigate through different radio stations and interact with their hosts. Depending on what info you give them, you might even get a reaction. Want to know how it works exactly? Let's try this. I need you to find the answer to this question. Who is the #1 radio DJ? I bet you
Attila!
can find the answer on another station.
And welcome. Glad you switched over. I think my colleague asked you to look for something here, right? Guess what? I have the answer to their question. The answer lies somewhere in the following clips. When you think you found it, you can record it by pressing the record button. Don't worry, I'll repeat the info a couple of times for you. So, here's some info about the stations on your radio system. We have News 1 with its main host, Fred Peterson. Here you'll find global news, reports, and interviews. You recorded something. Great. Now, you might have heard me repeat some sentences. Let's face it, that can be a bit annoying. Thankfully, you have the possibility to skip clips if you want to navigate faster through a station. To do so, just press the fast forward button and you'll skip. Let's try it out. I'll tell you 3 things. Michelle on. There are many. I hope you like. Nice one. Now, remember the clip you recorded before about the #1 DJ? If you forgot what you recorded, don't worry. Press the listen button to. Is everything okay? Remember, just press the listen. Here you'll find global news, reports, and interviews. Here you'll find global news, reports, and interviews.
Right. Fucked that up.
Or it's time to please switch back to my colleague. If you want to send your clip to my colleague, please switch back to my
Clip to me by pressing the send button. Remember, the question was, who is the #1 radio DJ? You can send your clip to me by pressing the send button. Remember, the question was, who is the #1 radio DJ? You can send your clip to me by pressing the send button.
Here you'll find global news, reports, and
That's wrong.
interviews.
I don't think that's the right answer, but sometimes a wrong answer can cause exciting things
Like
to happen.
what?
So don't worry about it. Just interact with the radio hosts as much as you want, and you'll enjoy yourself. By the way, there was a specific beep when you sent me the clip. When you hear this sound, it means you won't be able to interact with your radio anymore. It will happen before every important announcement. Just pay extra attention to what is broadcasted then. Just to be sure you understand, I need you to try to interact with your device. Go ahead, anything will do. Need any help? You need to interact with the device. Anything will do. Just to be sure you see, nothing happened.
Nothing happened.
Those moments are here to make sure you don't miss out on important content. Before we leave you to the real radio shows out there, remember that you can pause the game and access the menu anytime by pressing the menu button. In this menu, you'll find useful options to
Yeah, you
customize
probably
your
do,
experience.
Nick. I turned it up.
In this menu, you'll find useful options to customize your experience. There is also a gesture reminder if you forget how to use your radio. Finally, You can replay this tutorial in the menu anytime you want. So don't worry if you feel lost. We'll be there.
Now, you're not gonna hear the game no more. Except how it should be.
You're currently listening to Winston. I can't reveal more about... We have to keep our radio frequency hidden, or the police will... Some of you know the truth. Some of you have even found us. Find somebody who knows about all secrets. Ask him the right question. Unlock our frequency. Find the truth.
Find the truth! I want to find the truth! Pirate station. They just play the Pirates of the Caribbean theme right now. That is a toilet, not a hot shower. That was a brick falling on pavement? No, that was glass breaking. There was no children shouting there. That was a plane, not a burst of air. Hell yeah, dude. Glad you got your shit back on.
Discuss whether this is a myth or a real technological possibility. Also, stay tuned for our daily review of the newspaper headlines. Today with special guest Mark Hillard, who recently swam the channel to raise money for vaccine safety research.
Oh.
Plus, overcrowding on the tracks. How will railways survive the growing number of travellers? It's a full hour of news to get you up to speed with everything that's happening in the world. But first, over to our reporter on location, Tommy Begay.
Tommy be gay? Tommy be gay?
Every Monday, Tommy visits a location where the news of the future is being made. Where are you today, Tommy?
Gay.
Thanks, Fred. I'm here at the Galena Layer Poultry Farm, where the owners have found a revolutionary new way to care for their chickens.
Revolutionary, right. And in which way?
Well, Fred, I'm sure you know that laying hens, however cute and fluffy they look, contribute a lot of harmful gas to the ozone layer. The owners of Galena have found a way to diminish these gases through purely biological means. And there is more. Galena Farm claims to have a cure for bird flu. A newly developed special mix of herbs eradicates any chance of flu.
Farmers turned pharmacists. Is that something we want?
Well, Fred, if it's safe, why not?
But is
It's
it?
safe and
Let's ask
effective.
the farmers.
Let's ask the doctor.
While Tommy walks up to the farm, let me remind you that we have more discussions.
Whoa, what happened?
Find somebody who knows about all secrets. Ask him the right question. Unlock our frequency. Find the truth.
It's 7 o'clock on News 1, and here are the headlines with Fred Peterson.
Today, Foreign Minister Macmillan is scheduled to talk to other foreign ministers in a highly anticipated meeting. She will have to develop an understanding about the status of international trade policies if the time loop is implemented. 4 people were arrested after reports of terrorist threats. According to the police, the 4 men are part of a so-called piracy group dedicated to disrupting society. The police is now investigating their means of communication and facing new questions. If a secret group uses radio waves to share information, can they hide their frequency? The University of Amentos has been rewarded the prestigious award for teaching excellence. Vice-Chancellor of the university, Irene Boulay, expressed her gratitude during a speech she made last night. And with only a couple of days to go before the vote, cities throughout the country are preparing for long lines at the voting office. According to government officials, the amount of voting locations will be 16% higher compared to last year's general elections. Traffic info: slow-moving traffic in the usual places, no other specifics or traffic jams at the moment. Weather today will be mostly sunny, with some low clouds coming in from the south later this afternoon. Thanks for listening, everyone. Later this morning, do hidden radio frequencies exist? And if so, how do we unlock them? In the second part of our show, we'll discuss whether this is a myth or a real technological possibility. Also, stay tuned for our daily review of the newspaper headlines. Today with special guest Mark Hillard, who recently swam the channel to raise money for vaccine safety research. Plus, overcrowding on the tracks. How will railways survive the growing number of travellers? It's a full hour of news to get you up to speed with everything that's happening in the world. But first, over to our reporter on location, Tommy Begay. Every Monday, Tommy visits a location where the news of the future is being made. Where are you today, Tommy?
Thanks, Fred. I'm here at the Galena Layer Poultry Farm, where the owners have found a revolutionary new way to care for their chickens.
Revolutionary, right. And in which way?
Well, Fred, I'm sure you know that laying hens, however cute and fluffy they look, contribute a lot of harmful gas to the ozone layer. The owners of Galena have found a way to diminish these gases through purely biological means. And there is more. Galena Farm...
Can't have you losing your voice. Who will present the show then?
Not you, obviously. You know what they say. Once a sidekick, always a sidekick.
Nobody could replace you anyway. You're the highest paid radio DJ in the country.
Allegedly. Anyway, back to the show. We have a world premiere today for you. In 30 seconds, we'll play you Dog Zone's new single.
Dog Zone. Oh yeah, Dog Zone.
I'll find somebody who knows about
Hey, fuck
all
you,
asking
Winston.
the
I want to
right
hear
questions.
Dog Zone.
It's Monday! Another glorious start of the week, and you've tuned in to the best radio station around.
Your #1 radio DJ.
Michelle.
Don't worry if you've got that Monday morning back to school blues. We'll have you cheered up in no time with the latest showbiz.
You know,
Morning, which means that most of you will have said something like, I can't believe it's Monday again. At least like twice already. On Wednesday, you repeat to every colleague and family member how happy you are that the week is now well and truly halfway done. On Friday, you buy a discounted can of beer on the commute home to celebrate that it's the weekend again. Can we just stop measuring our existence via stupid little time units? Why not mix it up a bit? Start your week on Thursday. You'll have a midweek break from work then. Or, I don't know, buy a beer on Monday to celebrate the start of the week. Be creative. Don't be a slave of the corporate calendar. But if that's what you want to be, don't call me to complain about it. That's my rant of the day. You're very welcome.
That's my polite English rant of the day.
And with that, the lines are open! All right, you know what to do. Oh, and what not to do. NSB here. Who's calling?
It's Anon here.
Well, if it isn't my favorite conspiracy theorist, go ahead.
I mean, I prefer Truth Seeker.
Yeah, sure, whatever you'd like. So, what crazy theories do you have for us today? Oh, and listeners, please tell me if you want to ask Anon anything. He knows about every secret there is, apparently.
Yeah, so, we're voting on...
Don't remind me.
Oh.
In a system. Simply set up the timer once, then get beeped 3 times a day when it's time to brush. Sungate toothbrushes. Say yes to routine.
Fresh FM.
Just for you listeners out there, Michelle was coughing like a madwoman during the commercials. I've got to be honest, Shell. You sounded like a hungover baby seal.
Don't worry, babe. I'm not dying yet. Just a case of the flu. Nothing an early night won't fix.
Should we find you some medicine? We can't have you losing your voice. Who will
Back in
present the show
day,
then?
I
Not
worked
you,
on,
obviously. You
official
know what they
Dungeons
say.
and
Once a
Dragons
sidekick,
PC
always a
game called
sidekick.
Neverwinter
Nobody
Nights.
could replace you anyway. You're the highest paid radio DJ in the country.
Allegedly. Anyway, back to the show. We have a world premiere today for you. In 30 seconds, we'll play you Dog Zone's new single.
Listen, I worked on a game called Neverwinter Nights. And in the game Neverwinter Nights, the plot was there was a terrible disease that was overtaking everybody in Neverwinter. And they found a cure. So they gave everybody the cure. But it turns out the cure causes the disease. This game came out more than 20 years ago now. Or just about 20 years ago. And there are countless examples of this shit. So I'm sure in India and many other places around the world, when they started vaccinating, the rates also started skyrocketing. And everybody's going to get hit with this shit. And it's going to be luck of the draw if you pull it or not. And they're going to call that shit COVID-21. You know what I mean? Or whatever they want to fucking call it. Oh, we got another one. Oh, we got another one. We got another one. Dude, I'll put it this way. United States is lucky because if you look at the rest of the fucking world that's affiliated with the U.S., and that is Canada, Australia, New Zealand, England, France, Germany, Israel, and many others, they've got complete and total fucking lockdowns. They ain't got that much Rona. But they're locking down like it's the end of the world. And, you know, there's lots of memeing about martial law. But then when you got the military actually holding up checkpoints between provinces and shit, it's actually happening bit by bit. It's like the frog getting boiled up or a lobster doesn't even know. Because it just is slowly, piece by piece. Drip, drop. Now, you gotta imagine that the deep fake known as Joe Biden, or the Kamala Harris team, or the contingency government, or let's just say the White House, whoever the fuck is running things right now in the office of the presidency, obviously has pressure to keep the lockdown going forever. For the exact same reasons that it had gone on as long as it has. The rest of the world doing the lockdown, they're still doing it with low Rona numbers. So in theory, that could happen in the US too. But, you know, there's going to be a lot of pissed off people that no longer have the goodwill to actually lock down or whatever the fuck. So how do you enforce something like that? Well, you gotta get a whole bunch of people sick with the Rona again. How you do that if seasonally it's not being transmitted and the numbers are so fucking low? You gotta put it up in the vax. Just saying. So I'm not yet comfortable. In fact, I'm very much nervous about what the future, the very near future, has in store for us. The next shoe to drop, right? Like, so Biden people allowed us to have a summer, but I'm guessing by about winter, they're gonna try locking down like the rest of the fucking world's getting locked. That's just a guess. Purely speculation.